What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you to a brand new series, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. This is one that has been a very long time coming, 5 years to be exact, which is a lot more than I can say for the first two games, which we've already looked at on the channel some time ago. But before we jump into this game, there are quite a few things I want to talk about, the series as a whole, as well as my relationship with this game, in that there is very little, aside from the fact that this is the game that I was recording when my computer died, so I feel like I'm kind of taking revenge by finally getting around to actually getting this done. So was in the middle of recording, I think the second episode of this series, and then my computer just fried, completely gone, but we're back. Thank goodness for that. That's no longer an issue. I just have vivid memories of getting through the opening of this game and then running into that issue. But I get to at least play through the intro once again here today. But the Tomb Raider reboots. This trilogy, at least trilogy as of right now, the fourth game is currently in development under Embracer Group and Crystal Dynamics, but given the current state of Embracer Group and the fact that they've been selling off a lot of assets very quickly over the past couple of months, the fourth game actually might be in some jeopardy, so stay tuned for that one. But as of right now, there is a fourth game in development. Again, hopefully not before this comes out, which I believe is supposed to be actually tomorrow, so I guess we'll see. But regardless, this series has been tumultuous, to say the least. Now, of all of the games in the trilogy, the first game was by and far the most successful. It released on all platforms when it came out. It was one of the hypest releases of the year. It was a brand new Tomb Raider game after many, many years of Tomb Raider flops, and was overall considered one of the best games of a very stacked year. This is a year that included BioShock Infinite, The Last of Us, and Grand Theft Auto V. Now, it was heavily criticized at the time, specifically for its narrative. In fact, this is where the famous 2013 internet gaming discourse meme of ludonarrative dissonance came from. If you don't remember what that means, that is a term that journalists like to use that basically says, hey, the story does not in any way explain well why this character turned from a basically helpless survivor into a mass murdering killing machine within a couple of hours. And yeah, it was rightfully criticized for that, but that one issue aside, it was a very fun game. That was overall, I would say 7, 8 out of 10. Good game. Very good game. The second game, however, was marred in even more controversy, Rise of the Tomb Raider, and it was at the time announced as a console exclusive on Xbox. Now, in 2015, being a console exclusive on Xbox was not a good thing. The only game to really do so before that, or at least the only game that was high profile before that got a lot of criticism was Sunset Overdrive. Now, that never came to PlayStation, but it did go to PC, and that game is considered a huge failure. Rise of the Tomb Raider kind of saved itself later, but not really, because being on the Xbox in 2015 was kind of a death sentence. That console was getting the absolute crap kicked out of it, and Microsoft had in no way recovered from the disastrous launch of the Xbox One at the time, and Rise of the Tomb Raider basically hitching its wagon to that failure of a console did not do it any favors. It eventually did get a re-release on PlayStation 4 with basically a definitive edition that gave you a bunch of content, and it also got a release on PC, but all that aside, it was not enough to totally save the game, which is a huge shame because I think Rise of the Tomb Raider is phenomenal and a massive step up from the first Tomb Raider, the first reboot game. One of my favorite games of that generation. In fact, for a series that often got criticized for aping Uncharted, which is ironic given that Uncharted clearly took a lot of inspiration from Tomb Raider. Rise of the Tomb Raider, I think, was actually better than the Uncharted of that generation, Uncharted 4, or even Lost Legacy. And I like both of those games, but Rise of the Tomb Raider was truly fantastic, on top of having a lot of cool extra modes that just made it a whole lot of fun to play. So, really big shame that that game did not do as well as it could have. But then we come to this one, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Now, I don't have much of a relationship with this game. I've done a first look at it in the past. Like I said, recorded a little bit of it for the series, and I pretty much ended at the same spot that I did in that first look. So I've really only played through a part of the intro, and that's it. But I do know that this game was a failure, a big commercial failure, and not in the Square Enix, oh, this needs to sell 10 million copies, otherwise it's a failure way. It was an actual failure in that it didn't make enough money to really even exceed its budget all that much, which is never a good thing for a video game. But somehow, we're still getting a fourth game because Crystal Dynamics believes in this series. I don't think Eidos Montreal is still involved, but I know Crystal Dynamics themselves is, as they are the owners of the Tomb Raider property, and more power to them. I really hope that the fourth game is good, but I know that a lot of the discourse around Shadow of the Tomb Raider was in specifically about its dungeon design, because one of the funny things about these Tomb Raider games is that Lara does not do a whole lot of tomb raiding, which is kind of a focal point of the series. They're more just narrative third-person action set-piece video games. While Rise of the Tomb Raider did up the ante a bit as it made the world a bit more open-ended, it wasn't as linear as it was in the first game, and they did manage to add a lot of optional tombs that you could go into, but the puzzles were very standard, very simple, didn't really take a whole lot of puzzle-solving prowess to figure out, if that makes sense. Although you were able to adjust the difficulty to a degree. Apparently this game goes all in on it, which is going to be interesting because I am particularly terrible at puzzle-solving in video games, but I will be doing my absolute best. But with all that said, and if you are sick of hearing me ramble, well, you probably should have clicked or clicked to the time code that I put up on screen a while ago. Otherwise, we're going to finally jump right on in. But as is customary with games like this, I do like to look at the actual options. So I'm going to quickly go through this privacy notice, which apparently didn't even pop up because the servers are down. So that's even more funny. We're going to go high frame rate, as I always do, because this is a video game. We got a bunch of things for Shadow of the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, and by that I mean I got a pair of clothes. Let's look at the options really quickly. So, accessibility, probably not going to mess with too much in here. Reducing camera shake sometimes can be a nice thing, but I think I'll turn it off for now. If it gets bad, I'll always turn that back on. As far as everything else is concerned, I'll probably just leave that as is. Graphics, we already looked at that. Language subtitles on, as this is a Let's Play. Closed captioning, no, however. Sound, frame overlay, and then stuff to do with Square Enix account, which I am not going to mess with. So we'll just leave all the rest of that as is. We got a challenge tombs menu, which is interesting. So I'm assuming that these are replayable tombs. Again, this game took a very heavy emphasis on this, while Rise of the Tomb Raider was much more focused on like optional modes. There was a mode where you would fight off zombies within Croft Manor. There was another one where you were like in a survival mode, just kind of a range or a variety of options that were playing into a lot of modes that were popular at the time. While this seems to be going back more to the roots of what Tomb Raider is supposed to be about. Again, supposed to be. So with all that said, let's hit new game. Get a new save slot going, and I think, okay, so we got, only 3 available difficulties. Cannot do Deadly Obsession just yet. I think I'm just going to go with Rite of Passage. I guess if I have to mess with any of these later, I will, but for right now, let's just continue.
Jonah, you there? Shit.
You okay?
Jonah, I'm here. Just a little stuck. A rock hit my leg.
Don't move. I'll get help.
No, I'm right on Trinity's tail. I don't want to attract attention.
I'm on my way.
I won't be long. Shit. Maybe through there.
Oh, can I go? Okay, apparently I can. I had no idea that the game had given me control there. You know, I've done this like 3 times and I still never caught on to that fact. All right, can we keep going? We're getting there. Now, just as a refresher to some of the things Laura said before, if you don't remember who Trinity is, they were the bad guys, at least in the last game, if not the game before that as well. That was kind of one of the big twists of Rise of the Tomb Raider, that people that she knew personally were actually working with Trinity. They're just kind of this crazy, fanatical, cult-like people who are just out there to do all the things that Lara does, but for evil, pretty much.
The way into the site is full of traps.
Trinity's not done with it yet.
They're protecting something.
6 weeks, and still no solid leads on who's leading the local Trinity cell. But I talked to some people in town, and they're excited. There's a VIP coming to the Day of the Dead. Name's Dominguez. We should look into it.
Well, that was interesting. Okay. Let's just keep following the crags all the way up. Now, obviously, this game is very talky-talk, so I'm going to let the game do, more often than not, talky-talk over my talky-talk, because obviously that's a little bit more important due to the fact that this is very story-driven. But, okay. Wasn't sure I had to use the axe there or not. So yeah, it's going to be kind of treated the same way I did the Lost Legacy Let's Play, where pretty much whenever the characters go at it, I'm just going to be quiet.
I'm on my way in. Almost there.
Sorry I didn't wait. Be careful.
Lara! Wow. Get a load of this place. Guess all that research paid off. Now we know what Trinity is after.
Yeah, they really didn't want us in here.
I'm glad we followed your father's notes. I saw where the passage collapsed on you back there. You want me to take a look at that wound?
No, I'm fine.
What is all this?
Constellations. This inscription is some sort of riddle. Pink fish.
Pink fish.
Silver-crowned mountain. There's a date here. But something's off. It looks like it was damaged, perhaps intentionally.
Why would Trinity sabotage this? They usually just destroy everything.
And no, I think the damage is older. But who would have tampered with it?
Lara! We gotta get out. Lara!
I have to get this.
Come on! Move! Move!
Hurry!
Come on!
If you hadn't dragged me out, I'd still be in there taking pictures.
We'd still be in there. Don't know if you'd be doing much.
Jonah.
Hey, you want to freshen up? Regroup at the cafe? Dr. Dominguez is supposed to be there tonight.
Sounds good. I'll try and decipher the riddle, see if the date has anything to do with it.
Right. Pink fish, Silver Crown Mountains, I'll look into it. By the way, this cafe is supposed to have really good food. I know the chef.
I'm not very hungry.
After all of that, I'm starving. There he is.
Anything new on Dr. Dominguez?
Not much. He's leading a few Trinity digs in the area.
My father mentioned him in his journal more than once. He's an expert on pre-colonial ruins.
Everyone says he's a great guy. Big help to the town. So how's your leg?
Jonah, look. The riddle. Its directions. To find the hidden city, go south along the shore until you find the pink fish.
I found something for that. It's pink dolphins, found only in the Amazon.
It goes on. Then chase the heart of the serpent to the silver-crowned mountain. Look at this. It's the constellation Hydra, the serpent. This star is the heart. It's set in the southwest.
So southwest from the Amazon River. Brazil.
Peru.
Peru?
This date from the ruins, see? If you look closely, it is damaged. This number looks like a Maya 13, but what if it's really an 8? With precession, it...
What?
Precession. The Earth tilts, so over time, these stars appear in a different place on the horizon. Important if you're navigating by the night sky.
Okay.
In the Maya calendar, that's a 2,000-year difference. Back then, the heart of the serpent set directly to the west.
So that's why it's in Peru, not Brazil. Trinity has been looking in the wrong place.
Exactly. We need to look for the silver-crowned mountain in Peru. There's more. Something about a key. What is Trinity looking for in the hidden city?
Doctor, we found it.
Yes. Show me.
You heard that too, right?
Let's see where he goes.
Wait, hold on. Trinity's watching this place. Let's try to blend in. Trinity's people are armed. I heard they brought in reinforcements.
I'll stay out of their way.
I want to avoid what happened with the last cell we took down.
They must know we were at the other site. So much for a night off.
Where did Dominguez go?
He can't be far. He must be in the courtyard somewhere.
Yeah,
Let's look around.
someone must know something.
Oh, so can I finally actually play the game? All right, well, let's see if we can do a little bit of talking. Hello.
Can you believe it? This one was caught drinking the ofrendas.
Oh dear. I'm sure I was just as mischievous as a child.
No need to punish him. The tequila will take care of that on its own. He drank enough.
I'm sure. Oh, my goodness, kid, you're in for a night.
Maybe I could light one for my mother. I'm not really used to crowds.
You'd rather storm guards or the deathless?
No, this is fine.
Well, let's make my way over towards the door a little
He's
bit.
at the gate.
Good. Be sure I'm not following.
I think I can find another way over the wall.
I'll take care of these guys. Hey, fellas, how you doing?
Good. You can't come through this way.
I heard there was some kind of a crazy fiesta, like chicks in skull makeup. Y'all know anything about that?
It's not for tourists.
No, you know, Maria invited me. You know her? She's my cousin. My abuela, she was from here, don't look like it, rest her soul. I wanted to make like an offering. What's that thing you do with the blankets? All right, you know what? I can see you guys are busy. I won't waste any more of your time. Y'all keep on trucking. Thanks for your service. Keeping us safe.
All right, let's be careful.
Jonah, I'm in.
Good. Those guards weren't at the gate earlier. Dominguez must suspect something.
Can I squeeze through here? I can.
Excuse me.
All right. We're going to want to take it slow here, I believe. But which way am I exactly headed? Probably this way? No. Probably around this way. This looked like the correct direction. I could be wrong. No, this looks like a dead end too. Well, what the heck? Talk to this guy.
We never made it to our limit.
Oh.
Loss.
Perhaps I will make the trip alone.
Well, that's just depressing. I sure feel for the guy. Well, I can go through this way.
Pardon.
Sorry, everyone's standing a little bit too
Dominguez
close.
is not just the leader of this cell. I think he's the leader of Trinity.
We need to be careful.
Jeez, quite the conclusion to jump to, Laura.
Yeah, I heard you. My fault.
All right. Getting there. I mean, the imagery here is just beautiful. This is a gorgeous looking game, and I love the lighting right now. What a wonderful mood.
Someone set off a trap at the first site. We think it was Croft.
Wait,
What's wrong?
I want confirmation. No more kissing.
I'll make sure we get visual confirmation.
Okay, I don't think I want to follow them that way. I don't know if I
They must've
can.
noticed me. I'll try the back alley.
I'll find another way around.
All right, let's head over this way. See what we got. There's lots of crates. Oh,
Son muchos de sus hombres.
Can never be too safe. You're very gracious. Thank you.
We should go.
okay. Just keep shadowing them. They're not super observant, thank goodness. But it's also not like allowing me to like crouch or anything of the sort. Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is Commander Rourke. Dominguez wants confirmation Croft is here. You have the photo. Female, Caucasian, early 20s. You got that?
Well,
Good. They'll find her.
good. anyone getting in there.
Alright, get me off the wall, please. Let's just keep following this alleyway. Hopefully it'll wrap back around to where they're at again. Pardon me, garbage. Oh, gosh.
Don't worry. Go. Hey.
The readings at the site are unlike anything we've ever seen.
It's the key to our next phase.
If this is it, we'll be ready.
So glad that Lara's got this incredible selective hearing, where she can make them out above everyone else.
Jonah, they've entered the dig site. It's fenced off and there's a guard at the gate. I'll find another way in.
I found a good spot. I'll watch the perimeter.
Okay. Where can I go exactly? There's a guard like right there. Alright, let's see. Survival instincts. What do we got? Got a way over this way. Just kind of follow this. Alright. Jump up the wall.
There's got to be more to these ruins. A Maya pyramid inside some sort of cave.
Take him into the ruins. Should be far enough out of earshot. No, please, don't make this harder than it needs to be.
Can I go up that way? No, I cannot. Jeez. Alright, we're going in here. If I remember correctly, there's not really actually a crouch button, just more of a scramble button. Let's take this guy down. Ooh.
Wait. I'm a government official. I'm supposed to be here. Not anymore, Mr. Lead Archaeologist. Your employment is terminated. Please, no. I have money. I can pay you.
I won't hurt you. You work for Trinity. What did they find?
Well, they've been searching for a temple entrance for many years. Today they found it. I have to go warn my sister. She's on her way here now.
All right. Up
Jonah,
we go.
Trinity just tried to kill a local archaeologist.
Oh, God.
I have to find what they're looking for.
Let's take a look around at some of the stuff we got in here.
Commander Rourke, all teams, get ready for Operation Blackout.
So we're back to collecting resources and food and things like that. It's worth actually scrounging up some of this stuff, at least early on. Later in the game, it's going to be a little bit less of an issue. But we'll head up that way in a second. I think there was one more. Was there another crate over here? I know there was the... There we go. Yes, there was. Okay, that's what I was more interested in than the health, because I obviously don't need any. So let's hop up here again and go this way. Oh, goody.
I know this figure. Ishel, the goddess of the full moon. Oh, and this is Shakshel, the new moon. There's an inscription. Shakshel, the key lies beyond her gaze. The key. This is it. The entrance must be down there.
Well, we'll head down that way in a second, but I did see another one of these that I want, so I'm going to grab that. And let's see what we got. So it looks like... Oop! There we go. Let's attach to that. We have to start making our way down. Okay.
This should work.
Down we go. All the way. Keep going, Lara. I think that's good enough. Yep. Oh, it is. All right. Easy, 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 easy. All right, we're fine. Okay, just keep following this path.
I want the site secured Dominguez arrives, we all go in together.
All the way down. All the way down. Whoa, okay. I almost didn't have a choice to jump there. We all right? I kind of want a running start here, Laura. Is there anything over here? No, there's not. All right, we have to do it. Oh, got it. And sometimes you have to right yourself like that by pressing it again. Up we go. Okay. I'm hoping everyone can see everything just fine on the capture. Because, this game is dark.
Damn, I better hurry.
Yep, we're working on it, Laura. We're working on it. We just got to get there. Can I go down? Yes, I can. Good thing it just holds on its own. All right, we are going to have to... Okay, easy, easy. Yeah, I knew that wasn't safe. Nope, we're going to go back and forth. And then wall run that way. And down onto the craggy part. There.
The statue was looking at that cave.
Hold on. Can I... Ooh, I don't know about this. Laura, that can't be right, can it? I think we have to swing to it. Yep. Keep going, keep going. All right, almost. All right, now we need to hold both of these. Or no, just one, sorry. And then use the momentum to jump. There.
Jonah, I'm entering a cave. We may lose contact.
Copy that. I'll keep an eye on Trinity out here.
I'm going to grab some mushrooms. And then, guys, I am actually going to say that is going to be it for this episode of Shadow of the Tomb Raider, the very first episode. So, this is going to be the regular occurrence with this series, given that these are only going up once a week. You guys are going to be getting episodes that are around the 30-minute mark, which is not normal for these sorts of things, but again, we're trying to make up for the fact that you're only getting one episode a week. So, expect longer excursions through this game each and every single time, and I hope that we can get through this game in a timely manner. I know it's not a super long game, but I have heard that it is longer than its predecessors at the very least, so both good and both bad. We're going to get a lot of content out of this game. We're going to have a lot of fun with it, but also I hope that we can get through this thing in a number of months as opposed to, like, oh, I don't know, a year. We'll see. So, with all that said, thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this episode very, very much, and I will see you all in the next one.